Okay. Good evening, guys. Good evening. Welcome back. So, before I start today's session, so I heard that people are getting a lot of calls. Those who are in job search are getting a lot of calls from today. Okay. So, and I am also sharing some openings in WhatsApp group to you. So, I hope you are checking those. And I'm also sharing some openings on Insta page as well. Right? For please follow that Insta page if you want to get those updates. So you see there is some mass hiring, bulk recruitment in Infosys. Okay, right? So the email ID and details are provided there. What all openings are there and all are provided. And even LinkedIn also I'm seeing a lot of openings, guys. Okay, lot of openings. So particularly for below 10 years experience. There will be more openings for obviously for less than 10 years experience, guys. Okay, so where did we stop yesterday? Yesterday we have seen JMeter integration with InfluxDB, right? So can someone explain the process? How to integrate, first of all, what is the purpose of doing that JMeter integration with InfluxDB? Mansa,
Sir,
what is the
sir,
purpose of integrating JMeter with InfluxDB? What is the
sir, it is
purpose?
a tool, monitoring tool, sir.
Which one?
InfluxDB, Grafana,
InfluxDB
Telegram.
is it a monitoring tool? No, it's not a monitoring tool. It is a time series database, right?
Okay.
InfluxDB is not a monitoring tool, right?
Sir, I was absent for yesterday's session. I confused. Sorry.
Okay, you did not join yesterday's session.
No, sir. No.
Okay. Mastan? Mastan, what is the purpose of integrating JMeter with InfluxDB?
Sir, to view the results, live results of my JMeter application, Java
Live
related
live
applications, live
monitoring
result.
of the JMeter test results. Live monitoring,
Okay.
right? So to do live monitoring of the test results, we use this. We integrate JMeter. We can integrate JMeter with InfluxDB. When you are running the test in non-JM mode, if you want to monitor if you want to do live monitoring of the test results, right? Then we can integrate JMeter with open source tools like InfluxDB, Grafana, and Telegraph Stack, right? And what are the steps in that, Pramod? What are the steps in that? Can you explain step by step?
Yesterday I was absent on.
Okay. Sai,
Yeah, sorry, I was also not there yesterday.
what is it?
No, I was also absent yesterday. I am not present.
Then you should ask me for recorded session, right? Those who are absent yesterday, Pramod and Sai, you should follow up with me for recorded session, right? Then
I
what is
think
the
you
for
shared the
what is the purpose
recorded
of time?
session.
Huh?
You shared, I am yet to listen that.
Hmm.
I will listen it
Did you
today.
go through that?
No, I will do it today.
Okay. Someone else, Srisela? How to integrate
Yeah,
JMeter with
Pawan.
InfluxDB?
Yeah. So, Pawan, we can monitor. First thing is we can live monitor with the InfluxDB in the non-GI mode. So, and after that, in coming to the InfluxDB, it's a high performance time series database, as you said, now. So, maybe like time series and database, through the help of that also we can able to sort it out. Maybe like timestamp data, including DevOps monitoring, maybe like as you said yesterday, IoT sensoring data with the real-time analysis, we can able to sort it
Okay,
out.
that is, I'm asking, can you explain the steps in this process, like how to integrate JMeter with InfluxDB? Step by step approach for
Steps.
that.
Step by step.
What should
First
we
we
do
have to
on
down.
JMeter side and what should we do on InfluxDB side?
Miss, you're asking about the yesterday what you all we did, right now, sir? Yeah, so first we have to download the app. After that, through the help of Windows PowerShell, we have to install all the things. So meanwhile, after
Now
installing the
install all the things
InfluxDB,
means, please wait. Install all the things means
okay.
what are all those things?
Miss yesterday as you explained, so InfluxDB versions through the help
Hmm.
of 2.7.11
Right.
version,
So
we have to install
right.
it.
And now where do you see that once you install it? Like you see that in C drive?
Yeah, we can see that in C. Yeah, after that, through the help of Windows PowerShell in search bar in our system, we have to install it there as a run as an administrator.
Once you install it, next what next?
Yeah, so through the help of PowerShell, we have to install run as administrator. After
Mhm.
that, we'll get one link as you provided yesterday in the chat box.
Mm.
Yeah, so by
Okay,
clicking that link, we can able
once we install it, what next?
First, we install the InfluxDB. We need to add a backend listener in the JMeter.
Right.
Then we have
Now, how
to.
to start InfluxDB or where to start InfluxDB from? Will it be running in the background
No,
once you
no,
install it?
no. We have to go to the particular program file or wherever it is installed first thing,
Mm.
and just we need to open the particular
It will be
file.
installed in Influx data.
Yes,
Okay.
yeah,
Mm.
and we have to open that, and we have to go to the address bar at the top,
Mm.
and no,
Which? Okay.
this one.
Mm.
File path, sir. File path is there, right? At the top.
Mm.
There we have to type command cmd,
Mm. Ah.
and
Okay.
here, yeah, and we have
Next.
to give that influx
Mm.
tab enter. It will be running now.
Okay. What is it saying? Failed to set up TCP listener. Only one usage of each socket address is normally permitted. That means InfluxDB is already running, is it?
Oh
maybe
yes.
in the backend it might be running.
Mm. So next, how to check whether
So
it is running or not? How to check if it
Localhost
Mm.
8086.
localhost colon 8086.
port
Oh
number.
yeah, host name and the port number.
Right. And now you remember we gave some username and password, isn't it?
Yes.
Yes,
Mm.
sir.
Enter that username and password. And once you sign in, what is it saying? Could not sign in. Something went wrong. Configuring influx data. Starting. Let's check if it is running or not. First of all, you can go to processes and see there, right?
And
Do you
also,
see
Pawan, you
any?
can set through the help of dev tools also we can able to check.
Mm-hmm.
It is
Yes,
there,
you
sir,
said
already.
in the dev tools.
InfluxDB, it's shown here.
Where is it?
Below Microsoft. Below Microsoft Edge.
Ah, in plus data.txt, right. But I think this is related to this file. I think this is related to this file.
Okay.
One second, let me pause recording for a moment. Okay, all right. Once you log in, can you please give me control?
Yes.
Yesterday we faced some issue on your machine as well, right?
Yes, sir. Means it's not showing any graphs out there. No, 1 second, sir. 1 second. It's on the screen. I'll give you that.
No, no. Wait, please wait.
Focus.
Okay. Load test. Upload some. I'm sorry, 1st April only, right? Sorry. Or I'll make a small change in the table name. Okay. Test title also I'll change it as 1st April. Now go to your browser. Where is that browser?
Yes.
So now let me refresh here. Once you select the bucket, right? The bucket is same, isn't it? Once you select the bucket, you should see the load test April 1 table. You got the table, average, application name is web tours. Here you have stat and transaction. Stat and transaction, isn't it? Let me select all. Let me select all these. Okay, now you're getting those values, right? Observe here.
Yes, sir.
You're getting those values, right, guys? Yesterday, why didn't it work yesterday? We don't know. Okay, so now are you seeing those values? So you are seeing some values in the graph,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Put your
Yes.
cursor there. You will see what exactly is that. That blue color one is a login transaction, right? That orange color one is this orange color values are related to select Paris as a rival city. And first one is go to what is that flight space? This pink one,
Yes.
right? So this is how like you get the results. This is how you get the results. InfluxDB, go to that InfluxDB console once. We should be able to interpret those also. Go to InfluxDB console once. Amar.
Console, you want JMeter thing?
InfluxDB console.
Console. Sorry, sir. Yeah, sorry. This one, sir.
So while the test is going on, you should see that results being written. See, observe there, for every 5 seconds it will be writing the results. Do you see the time difference? Do you see the time difference that see, observe here, 49, 55, 49, 56. I'm sorry, 1 second. Let me clear this one. 56, 54, 56, 59, right? So test is stopped, I think. That's why you are not seeing any update here. But actually, like you'll see that messages are continuously written, to our data. You'll see some messages scrolling here, or you'll see some messages printing to the InfluxDB console once you start the test. Okay, and you can see all those results as well now in the. You can see those results also here. If you refresh, right, you will get the So you click refresh and you will get those results. Test is stopped. That is why like we got only few results because like only one iteration is there. I think here. Why is it okay? Why is it stopping? Like it's going for only 15 seconds, isn't it?
Yes.
Why is it so? Why the test is going for only 15 seconds? We gave that 300 seconds, right? How to identify this? Like, go to log waiver panel. How to debug that issue? Set running.
Maybe in think time.
Okay. You mean to say think time? No, test was stopped here. Observe here. Test was stopped, right?
Okay. Yeah.
What's happening? Number of threads, ramp up thread 1. Test should run for 300 seconds, 5 minutes, right? Amar,
Yes, sir.
why is it getting stopped? Huh?
It executed for 3 times. I mean, in CSV, we have 3 users only.
Only 3 user IDs. Okay. Okay. Yeah, because of this stop thread on end of file is set to true, isn't it?
Yes.
We'll do one thing. I'll make it to false. Recycle and end of file. I'll
True.
set it to true.
True.
Yeah. Amar, you should remember that you gave these values here. Okay. Because obviously I will not know, or it may not strike my mind, but you are the one who gave those values here, right?
Yes.
Okay, fine. So anyways, it's a good thing. It's a good thing to, reiterate or revisit, right? So if even if your interviewer can ask this question as a question, isn't it? So I ran the test. I gave test duration as 5 minutes or 10 minutes, but after some iterations, my test is getting stopped. What can be the reason? We got one interview question, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yes.
So
Yeah,
you need to check the CSV dataset config then. So maybe we maybe like stop thread on end of file is set to true, and recycle on end of file is set to false. That may be the reason, right? Excellent. Okay. Now let me start the test and let us see the. Now test will run for 5 minutes. Then you can continuously see the values. Click refresh here. Click refresh here. This again. It will take some time to push the results and get it over there.
Can we see in the console, sir?
Now we can see the console. Yes.
The last one. Nothing is being printed here, isn't it? But you are seeing the values here again. You see Yes,
that
sir.
you are seeing some values in the graph from 833, 832, isn't it? 832, 50. All right.
Yeah.
You can click refresh or observe here. There is a timer also that you can select here. You can select if you select the past 15 minutes, you will see the previous test values also, isn't it? We stopped it and started it, right? We should see those values also, isn't it? Past 1 hour. So fine. So like results are being stored into InfluxDB now, right? So this confirms that results are being stored into InfluxDB. I'll take a pause here. Any queries? You should ask me like what are this now? Observe here. Yesterday we like when I'm explaining the InfluxDB terminology, we came across something called field, right? Do you remember that? We came across something called field, isn't it? Let me share my screen. Able to please confirm once you're able to see my screen.
It is up, sir.
Yes.
Okay. So yesterday I told that we can discuss that the field and query later on, right? So this one, what is a field now? A key value pair representing actual data. A key value pair. So field refers to the actual data, right? Query means an operation to retrieve data from TSDB, time series database. So where is that query is used and all? We'll see it. Basically, you'll see that in Grafana. You'll come across that in Grafana. Okay. That query and all. Okay. So field means that represents your actual data. And now stopped my screen share. Amar, please share your screen. See, you can keep two screens, sharing. I can switch to from one screen to another screen. You need not stop sharing it. Okay. Yeah. So this, this field, this is what we are discussing about. Okay. Under field, what do you have? Observe here. You have AVG means nothing but average. AVG is nothing but average response time. Okay. Count and the number of samples. Count error means error percentage. Okay. Ended T. Hit is nothing but hits per second. Max 80. Max average. It should be max 80 means max average response. Can you please Google search that and scroll down and you'll have couple of more values. Max 80 and yeah, scroll down. You see that percentile values also there. PCT 90, PCT 95, PCT 99, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
And mean 80, mean average response times. I think 80 is nothing but average response time. And RP and SB, I always forget that RP and SB. What are those RP and SB? 1 second, let me try to recollect. What can be that RB and SB, guys?
Received
Go to your
bytes.
JMeter. Go to your JMeter. Okay. Yeah. Now I remember it. RB is nothing but write bytes. Read bytes. Sorry. Read bytes, and W means write bytes. You go to your, what are the, go to your JMeter once. RB should be read bytes, I think. Go to, what are the different, or Google search, Amar. RB in InfluxDB. Just Google search for RB in InfluxDB or RB in, RB in JMeter InfluxDB. RB, I remember it as read bytes. Not so important, but let's see. Hmm. Not seeing that. Somewhere you see that read bytes. Scroll down, scroll down. Number of bytes. How to measure the number of bytes. Click that link, Stack Overflow. Do you see anywhere RB and close that? Scroll down. Yeah. Sent bytes. SB means sent bytes. Do you see that over there? Received bytes. Okay. RB means received bytes and sent bytes. SB is sent bytes. Okay. Received bytes and sent bytes.
Yes,
Okay. So basically that will give you, if you sum up those received bytes and sent bytes, you will get, what do you get if you sum up that received bytes and sent bytes?
total data transfer.
Right. Amount of data transferred. Right. That is network throughput. Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, yeah. So now now there are no issues, no further issues. I don't see any other issues now. And now let us see. Yeah. You are getting those metrics into InfluxDB, and you can see that in the graph. Now, why Grafana then? When you are able to visualize the metrics here, right? Now, what is the significance of Grafana here? Right. So we are able to generate graph here, right? But Grafana is a specialized tool for, monitoring. So these graphs are very basic graphs, but Grafana will have lot many features. So you'll see that, like, what the power of Grafana. Now, can you please start that Grafana? Did you download and install Grafana, Amar?
Yes, sir. I think I downloaded.
Can you please extract that file and install it?
Yeah. A minute, sir.
Sir, here I have one question. Sir, we see in the left axis 1.2K, 1K.
What is that?
In the left axis, we see 1.2K, 1K, 800. And the results are started somewhere 1.2K, where we have provided those details.
No, these are average response times. Maybe these are milliseconds.
Oh, okay.
Maybe on y-axis, you are talking about y-axis, right? So
Sorry,
that should be
y-axis,
milliseconds. And I think you have a customize option as well, isn't it? Click
Right,
on that
sir.
customize and see what options does it show. You see there X column is time and Y-axis is value, and interpolation over dimension. Yeah, see, leave it, ignore it. So you will not use this anyways. We are going to use Grafana actually
Oh, okay, okay.
for visualizing the results. But like you can see like what does X-axis represent and what does Y-axis represent over here.
Okay, under customers. Okay, sir.
Sir, it's
And
still
click on that graph also. So I think it provides different types of graphs, pie chart, gauge. Yeah, correct. So scatter diagram or histogram. Scroll down, scroll down. Histogram, scatter diagram. There are different types. Those are different types of graphs or different types of representations, isn't it? Select scatter once. You'll see only, yeah. Right now we are seeing a line graph previously, but this is, this is called a scatter, right? Previously, if you go to graph, select graph again there, Amar. Select graph. So select graph. Yes. This is called as a line graph. LINE.
Yes.
Okay. So, and scatter means you will get data points. You will get, dots like that for each data point. Okay. Now, yeah. So now let's move on to Grafana. So we'll be using Grafana only for, for visualizing these metrics. So go to Grafana. So you need to first
Right.
install Grafana.
It's installing, sir.
So it
Almost
will
done.
take a lot of time. You did not install it?
No, sir. It's done.
Okay. I'll
I just
pause recording
downloaded.
then.
Yeah.
Okay. Everyone install Grafana, guys. You can install Grafana, whether your InfluxDB works or not, you can install Grafana. Okay. You may be having issues with InfluxDB, so but you can install Grafana. And after the session, today's session, you can try it. You can try to integrate JMeter with InfluxDB. You can try it, those who didn't try. Okay. I'll pause recording for a moment till that Grafana installation is completed. Yeah. Yeah, Pranjali.
Yeah, in this filter, we have selected average, right? Average checkbox.
Correct.
So, like in which, like what all checkbox we need to check every time?
It depends on whatever you want to monitor, like you will add those metrics. Suppose if you want to see average response times of a transaction, you'll select that. If you want to see error rate, you'll select, count error. Depending on whatever metric you want to monitor, whatever is important for you, right? So we'll discuss in Grafana. We'll go to Grafana and we'll get all these again. Okay, we need to select, like whatever metrics we want to visualize, right? We will select those metrics.
Okay.
Suppose you want to represent or you want to create a dashboard for 90th percentile. To select that 90 PCT 90.
Okay.
In the field, if you can you please scroll down, Amar, in the under field column. You have PCT 90, right? Suppose if you want to, if you want to visualize or if you want to create a graph for 90th percentile value, you select that one.
Okay. And sir, one more thing, like how to read that graph, like how we can analyze. Oh.
No, you'll see the trend, right? You'll see how whether, like over time, if response times are increasing or flat or decreasing, you'll see the trend. That's it.
Okay.
Suppose you are getting some errors, if you create a dashboard for errors also, if you add errors, right, it will show you that errors graph. So you can see the trend, like while the test is going on, if there is any spike in the errors or, it is below the limits, right? Up to 1% error rate is acceptable. So if it is crossing 1%, then you will, like you can, you will stop the test and you will see like what is the reason for those errors.
Installation is done, sir.
You may monitor all the transactions or you can select the transactions, important transactions only under transaction filter. Okay. And one more thing, observe here, like here you have something called, one second. In status, right? So you have something called, all and okay, isn't it? Okay means, if you want to see only passed transactions, you select okay. Okay means nothing but passed transactions. If you select all, you will get all the transactions. So that is what this means. That is what this, all and okay means.
Sir,
Okay.
what is it CSV? Like we should like.
If you want to download these results in a CSV file, I think you can do that. I did not use it, but let's see. See, that is a download icon, right? Yeah. If you want to save this query, okay. So see, it is, it is saving a query. Let me save it. So that InfluxDB query will be saved actually. Which query?
One
And a
second, sir.
graph, whatever, whatever query is resulting in this graph, right? That query has been downloaded now.
So 1 second, I'll show. This one, sir.
Yeah. Okay. That's fine. We don't need that, close it.
Okay.
That's fine.
Okay. Grafana is
Now,
downloaded, sir.
yeah, Grafana installation is done, right? Now,
Yeah.
can you go there? Can you Once, can you show that Grafana installation completed screen, or you closed it?
It's I closed it. Yes,
Okay. Now, once you install, that's fine. Once you install Grafana, so open any tab in your browser, open a new tab and go to, by default port number of Grafana is 3000, if I remember it correctly. Type localhost colon 3000.
3000, sir.
3000, yes. Right. So you'll see a Grafana welcome page like this. Okay. Now, like enter admin. That is those are the default credentials for Grafana. Okay. Click login. Yeah. Those are the default credentials. It worked, and now it is asking to update your password. Remember the password, whatever you are giving, give the password and confirm password, and remember that, or note it down somewhere.
Yeah.
Click submit. Yeah. Okay. Now this is Grafana welcome page. This is how Grafana looks like. Okay. Now once you log into Grafana, so you have a lot of tutorials. Observe here. There are a lot of tutorials. I will quickly show you, like, and I will try to quickly show you how to create a Grafana dashboard. But if you Grafana has vast tool, this is also vast tool, and it is used in many areas, as we discussed yesterday. And you can go through data source, like you can go through these tutorials later on. Okay. And now for our demo purpose, or for our session purpose, let me quickly show you how to create a dashboard. So first, you need to add a data source. First, you need to add a data source. What is meant by data source here? See, what is the objective of using this Grafana? We are going to visualize the data, whatever is stored in InfluxDB, right? We want to visualize that data with the help of Grafana, right? So InfluxDB is your data source. That is where you are getting data. Yes or no?
Yes.
So click on that, add your first data source and select InfluxDB. Okay. And then select query language as Graph, InfluxQL, SQL, Flux. Influx query select query language as Flux. You have InfluxQL, SQL, and Flux, right? Yeah, I remember that we should select Flux. And now enter the URL here. Which URL? That InfluxDB URL. You need to enter the InfluxDB URL. Actually, it is already there. It is showing, as a suggestion, right? But you need to type it. Okay. You need to type it. It is just showing as a suggestion. That's it. So you need to type it 8086, and then what is it? Okay. And then scroll down and enter your basic authentication with credentials. Basic authentication details. Enter your InfluxDB credentials here, Amar.
Yes.
And then below that you have InfluxDB details, right? Organization, token, default bucket, and all those. You need to fill those details as well.
Okay.
Go enter the organization name. You gave it as MGMITtraining, T capital. Yes, perfect. And then enter. You remember yesterday we copied one token to Notepad++, right?
Yes, sir. This one, right?
Close that last tab in the, close that query. You don't require it anymore.
Sure.
Yeah, copy that token now. Yes. And now enter that token here. Default bucket. What is the default bucket that you gave? WebTools bucket. So you gave it as WebTools bucket, isn't it?
Yes, sir. WebTools bucket.
Yeah, give the bucket name as it is.
Yes, sir.
Click save and test. Once you enter all these details, click save and test. If it is successful, yeah. Now see here. It is saying the data source is working. 3 buckets formed. Okay. How come 3 buckets? Like, we created only 1 bucket, right? But if you go to your InfluxDB console, go to InfluxDB first tab. There are by default, there are some buckets, monitoring and tasks, right? See, WebTools bucket is the bucket that we created. Apart from that, there is another bucket by default called as monitoring and tasks. There are two default buckets called monitoring and tasks. Below that you see that, right? Right. So it is, that is why Grafana is saying that 3 data sources, 3 buckets formed. Go to Grafana tab now. Understood, guys? 3 buckets found under, isn't it? Now, now click on that building a dashboard. Below that, no. There, like above save and test, you have a link, right? Building a dashboard.
Which one, sir?
Can you go from here? Yes. Now, start your new dashboard by adding a visualization. Now click on add visualization. Okay. And now select data source as InfluxDB. Select that one. Yes. Once you select that, then you need to add a panel. Okay. You need to, let me take control. So I'll give the panel title. I'll give the panel title as AVG response times and done. Okay. Average response times. Right. And then click on query options and scroll down, and you have something called a sample query. 1 second. No limit query options. Click on query options. Not seeing some options here. Recording is in progress, right? Yeah. Query inspector. No, not this one. Not query inspector. 1 second. Query options now you should get something called simple query or sample query. Why are we not getting this? With the panel. Yeah. Sorry, here it is. Okay. Sample query. Click on, once you click on that query options, right? Then, see, then you can, that will not be there by default. Okay. Okay. That is there by default. Okay. So go to sample query and simple query, select simple query. So if you select show buckets, it will show you all the buckets available. Somewhere it should show all the buckets available. Okay. So it is showing here. It is calling that function basically. Okay. Now, click on query options and, now click on sample query and select, simple query. Select simple query. And now see here. You got some simple query here. You need not write any code, but you can use this simple query. Okay. So here, from bucket and it is showing db/rp, right? Here you need to give the bucket name. What is our bucket name? WebTools bucket, right?
Yes, sir.
WebTools bucket. But when I am typing it, we should get automatically. Okay, that's fine. And then what is the measurement name, table name that we gave in JMeter? Go to your JMeter and get the table name or measurement name.
I think load test.
We
Load
have
test
changed
1st
message.
April.
Yeah.
Measurement, load test April 1 table. Copy that and paste it over there. Go to your Grafana and paste it over there in the place of example measurement. Right. And then field is equal to what field we selected? AVG, right?
AVG, yes.
So select that example field and type letter A. You should get that. Wait. Type letter A. You got some suggestions, right? Type letter V also. Okay. No, this is not field, right? Okay. Type AVG. AVG. And now click on save. Once you give this, click on save dashboard on the top right. Once you give this, that's it. We are done with, getting those. Click on save dashboard. Give some name. What will give some meaningful name, like, average response times dashboard or something. Dashboard key, you can, wait, please wait. Panel key, we will give average response time. You can give here as a WebTools load test. Give the title as WebTools load test. Let's give some meaningful name. WebTools load test. Click save. Click on save button. Okay. Now your dashboard is created and you see those values, right? See, observe here, the time period is by default last 6 hours, isn't it? You see that, the time period, is default one is last 6 hours, right? So change it to last 10 minutes or last 15 minutes or last 1 hour. Okay. When did we start the test? At 8:33 we started, isn't it?
At 1 hour.
So select last 1 hour. Yeah. Now you see that, at 8, okay, before 8:30, we executed one test, right? So test ran from, from approximately 8:30, 8:28 or something, 8:28, right? Till 8:36, isn't it? And you got those average response times, right? So, we just use that sample query or simple query, which is, which is available as a ready-made thing, instant thing, isn't it? So that's it, now this is the panel for average response times, isn't it, of the transactions. Suppose if you want to add one more panel or one more graph, right? So you need to click on the plus symbol on the top right, new, whether you want to create new dashboard or import dashboard. Import dashboard option, we'll see it later. I want to show you how to add one more panel now. Somewhere you'll have an option to add a panel. Okay. Edit panel, web tools, go to that web tools load test. Yeah, here it is. Add visualization, right? Add visualization again. And now, let's say you want to see the 90th percentile. 90th percentile. You want to see 90th percentile of the, I think we did not discuss percentile concept yet, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, let's do one thing, let us see what are the other okay, we'll discuss it later, but we'll discuss percentile concept later on. Let's say you want to add one more panel for some other metric. So you give the panel title here like this. Again, what are the steps now?
Just scroll down.
You can give any description that you want. This panel or this graph is used to visualize 90th percentile values. So give some description for it. This is just for our understanding. It doesn't have any significance. Now, once you give the panel title, now go to again, repeat the same process. Click on query options, go to simple query, select sample query. Sorry, go to sample query, click on sample query and then select simple query. And you'll get a query, default query like this. Now replace those values. Here, you need to give the same bucket name, obviously. The bucket name is same, right?
Yes.
So it is web tools bucket. Now you are getting those values. You can just double click and select those, isn't it?
Yes.
Wonderful, right? So, and now load test 11. See, once you add that, then you are getting those values automatically, isn't it? And now, what is the field you need to know? PCT and type JND. You go to your InfluxDB, I'll show that. What is the field name? Yeah, PCT 90.0. Type the exact thing over there. PCT 90.0. 90.0 or O. And now save dashboard. That's it. Save dashboard. Click on save. Okay, dashboard saved. Now we know, so refresh. Click on refresh once. You should get those values. Perfect. Now these are 90th percentile values, right? Now when you are running a test in non-GA mode, you can go to dashboard once this is your dashboard, right? So you can, you can create multiple panels like this. These are called as panels, or each graph is called as one panel. So you can add, multiple panels like this or multiple graphs like this, and you can save this dashboard. Let me save the dashboard. I think it is already saved. So dashboard saved. Now, you can share this dashboard also to your teammates. So click on plus and, and you can, there will be an export option somewhere, you will have an export option, not just import, but you will also have an export option. Where is that? Enable the kiosk mode out. Refresh, save dashboard. Changes to save.
And Pavan, can we give absolute time as well for our test duration, like load test duration,
This
exact
is
time?
the exact time. Yes, you can give. Good question. Thanks
Okay.
for asking that. So you can go to, you can go to here. Here you can give the time. Not absolute. 1 second. Last 1 hour. 1 second. There will be something called customized or something. Today, previous, last month, yesterday. Yes, there will be an option to give the customized time as well. Now, to apply. I'm sorry. Somewhere you will have that option. I forgot it. Basically, it is bit difficult to work on remote machine.
Maybe in dashboard, sir.
Huh?
Maybe in dashboard. Once I'll take control. Here.
Where is it?
Can you share? No. No, sir. Sorry.
Okay. No, here only there will be some option here itself. 1 second. Local browser time, last 1 hour. Click on time range. Apply time. Paste time range. Okay, let me try to do it here. Okay. But there should be some calendar or clock kind of thing. Select a time range.
Yes, because title is saying absolute time range.
Absolute time range. Yes. Please enter a past date or row. Now there should be a simple option
No.
actually. It should not be that much difficult. You should have a time option where like you can edit the time and change it. Don't see any customization option here, right? Today so far, this week so far. We'll do one thing. So I'll try to enter some date over here. I'll give that date as 01, but we don't know the format, right? That's what I'm thinking. T25. Can we give the format like this?
We have an option to select the date, so we can know what's the format. No, if we go to calendar and select, we know the format now.
Paste time range. Copy time range to clipboard. You haven't used this time picker before. As soon as you enter some time intervals recently used, will appear here. Read the documentation to find out how to enter the custom time ranges. Scroll down and see that, oh, this is a video. Now see scroll down and see the description below the video. Did they provide any description? Dashboard feature, kiosk mode, mark as favorite. Scroll down further. Export, share dashboard. Edit, scroll down further. You have some time options there, right? Time range zoom out. Common time range controls. Click on that. Click on that common time range calls. Okay. Scroll down. I said there you see some example, right? 2025 14. So you should give with the hyphen. You got it? There it is showing that actually last 5 minutes unupdate it is showing the format. Sorry, I missed. So this is the problem, like when we have to work on remote machine. Okay, go to that. I got it. Go there and you have that form. Remove that format. Please remove that. That is not correct. First select last 5 minutes or something. No. In the right side in that window, yeah, select last 5 minutes. When you select last 5 minutes, right? So it shows some format, right? Do you see that?
No minus.
Yes,
No.
yes.
See,
Yes.
you see
That was
you see
coming.
some this one.
Okay.
Yes.
So this is how you need to give the format 2025-0401, right?
Okay.
And 210058. Let us use that. Let's use that. Let's try that. 2025-04. That is the next one.
Okay.
Oh. Seconds also, I think we need to give seconds as well. Apply time range. Yeah, this is how you can give the format. Okay.
Yeah.
You
Okay.
just see like when you hover your mouse there, it is showing the format. As simple as that. Okay. You can update this.
So
We started the test somewhere around 8:28 or something, right? Let me give that time.
26, 25 something.
8, 20. I'll give it as 25 or 25
Yeah.
to 97. Apply time range. Okay. You want to let me edit this as well.
Refresh. I think we need to refresh.
Test was test was run for only 5 minutes, isn't it? So let me give like 20 37. Then you'll see more detailed graph. Yes, right. So this is how you can specify the time. Okay.
Okay.
Refresh is like if you want to fetch the latest values, then you use refresh option. All right. So this is how we create the dashboards and in Grafana, and you can do live monitoring of the test results now with the help of this one, these dashboards. Now there should be an option to export the dashboards as well. So, and you can see all your dashboards in this page, right? And you can select the dashboard and you'll go directly to that. And now there will be add row or visualization import from library, not this one.
In the fourth tab, it is shown, so like
Uh-huh.
in the help document, it is given.
Yes. Yes. We were looking for the time range. There we saw how to export.
This here, sir.
Share dashboard, dashboard exporting. Yeah, click on that. Dashboards and open the dashboard you want to export. Click the export drop down in the top right corner. Export as PDF. Export drop down is
No,
there.
sir. This is only for a Grafana Enterprise.
Grafana okay. Grafana Enterprise means licensed one. Okay.
Or else we have a share, sir. So,
Share dashboard option. Yes. Scroll down. Share dashboards internally with a link. Click on dashboards. Share drop down in the top right corner. Share internally. Yeah, go to that once. Should have a share drop down. But we are not seeing any share option, right? Click on plus. Click save as copy is there. Click on that plus symbol. What new dashboard? No, not here, not this one. Okay, maybe they're not providing it, guys. Maybe this is a trial version, right? That's why. There it is. There it is. Yes. Share link or share embed or share snapshot. Yes. Click copy that say share link. Copy that share link. Copy link. Yes. And you can share that link to your teammates. Okay.
Can you just open that link in another new tab?
Yes, if you have, like once you share it, right? So suppose you shared it to your Raju, like who is your teammate. If he is also having Grafana installed, he can open that. Or else you can do one thing, open a incognito browser. This is a normal browser. If you open a private browser, then
no, this is incognito. So let me
this is
open
incognito only. Okay.
Let me open different tab.
Yeah.
Different tab.
Different browser. You are using a different browser, right?
Yes.
And private browser. Yeah. Click that link and you should be able to see that. It will be loaded.
Do they need our credentials?
They, like obviously your teammates also will have an account. They should also be having an account.
Okay.
And they should be having Grafana installed on their machine.
Okay, sir.
Grafana installed. Grafana is required. Is Grafana required? Not required, I think. So, but
Sir, but
it should be there. It should be there, and you should also have an account as well. They also should be having an account. Then only they will be able to see this graph.
And they should be having access to this dashboard.
Access to this
database.
Yes. Correct. Yeah. Okay. So this is how we we can do the live monitoring. Now, once you are running a test in non-GI mode also, you can do live monitoring of the test results once you create the dashboards, right? So now you can not only create new dashboards, you can import the dashboards also. Can you go to your previous window once? Suppose if someone created a dashboard and saved it and shared it to you, you can import that by using that option, add. On the top right, you have an add option, right? Yes. Add from library. Yeah, select that. Import from library. And add panel from, no, not this one. Sorry. Can you please give me control?
Yes.
You have an import dashboard option. Import from library. Save dashboard. Go to dashboards page. Click on new yeah, here it is. You can import the dashboard. Basically, once you, by the way, before that, let me show you how to save the dashboard. Okay. Let's say, for example, you want to share it. Use this option, save as, save or save dashboard. And it will ask for, format. What is this? Save as copy. Sorry. Save dashboard, and there's, okay. Can you please go to that option, save as copy? There should be another option in that drop down. Save as copy. Yes. Use that. And now give some title and save it. No, this is not save dashboard copy. No, you should have an option to download as a JSON file. Save it, ఒకసారి, see what happens. Save as copy and click on save. See what happens. Dashboard saved. No, not this one. Okay. Now click on export. Yeah. Click on export. No. On the top right, you have an export option, right? Export as JSON. Yes, this is the option that I'm looking for. Export as JSON. And now, download file. Click on download file. Right now, one JSON file for this dashboard got downloaded. Save it. Right. Once you save it, now go to the another browser. You open another browser, right? You can, so you can share it with your teammates. You can share this dashboard with your teammates or, anyone you want. And now open that other browser, Firefox. You open Firefox, right? Private browser.
Yes, sir.
Go to Firefox and log into Grafana. First, log into Grafana. Localhost 3000.
Yeah. One like.
Now, once you log in, right? So you can go to dashboards. Go to dashboards on the panel, left side navigator. Yeah. And now you can click on new import. Yes. Import and select that JSON file. We downloaded one JSON file, right? So you can import that JSON file, go to your downloads folder and a dashboard or a folder with the same name already exists. Give some other name. Yeah. Okay. And now import. Click on import.
Is it okay, sir? Dashboard name.
Dashboard named in the folder.
It's still in red color. Change UID.
Click on import. That's fine. Click on import. Okay. Now this is how you can open the JSON file and you can see the dashboard. Okay. So once you create some dashboard or once your teammates create some dashboard, they can share it to you in the form of a JSON file and anyone can import that if you have JSON or if you have Grafana installed on your machine. Right? You can also share the snapshot or you can share as a PDF. Right? Share internally or share externally. Share internally, click on share internally. I think you'll get a link actually. Right. Copy that link and you can share it in Teams or somewhere, wherever, mostly you'll be using Microsoft Teams, right? You can share that link over Teams or something, or email or, some Slack, right? Some organizations will be using Slack as a communicator. You can share those links as well. You can share that internally or externally.
Sir, one question.
Yes.
Can we reuse this dashboard?
That is what we did just now, right?
No, like this is like first load test we ran, and if second time again, if some changes happen, we added few transaction and we ran the load test. So in that case, can we reuse this?
Yes. You
Okay.
can click on edit. You have a right side, you have edit option, right? Click on edit.
Mm-hmm.
Add. No. Okay. No, not this one. Go to that Chrome browser.
Here only we can edit, sir.
Yes. Click on edit. Yeah. Click on edit, and you can see. You can change the below. You can come below, and in the simple query, right? You can update the table name and field name. There you can give the bucket name. You can change the bucket name, table name, and field name.
So this has to be firstly edited in the InfluxDB, then we have to bring it in, sir.
That's what I'm asking. Sir,
No,
InfluxDB we have.
JMeter lo you will be see. Suppose tomorrow you will be running another test. Go to your JMeter.
Yes, sir.
You will let's say you assume tomorrow you are going to run another test on April 2nd. So you
Okay.
give it as April 2 table. Okay. And
Okay.
you run the test, right? And then you'll update that, table name over there if you want to use the same dashboard.
Okay.
Can you show that screen again? Sir, like on InfluxDB, we have selected a few transactions only, right? Those only visible here. Like
Correct.
suppose next day if we are running load test again with some few more transaction we want to add, then again we have to run the InfluxDB and then those we should bring.
Correct. Yes.
Okay.
So
All
first,
the see, see, all the results will be stored, all the transactions will be stored. We selected only couple of transactions for this dashboard purpose.
Okay.
But if you see there, like all the transactions will be saved by default. Your JMeter pushes all the results to your InfluxDB, and your InfluxDB will store all the each and every transaction. Only for InfluxDB purpose, like we selected only couple of transactions. Go to InfluxDB once, Amar. Good question. So only for this graph we had selected, some only few transactions. Wait. Let me. See, only for this graph we have selected some transactions, but every transaction will be saved. All these metrics will be saved, like min, max 80, 90th percentile, 95, 99. All these will be stored into InfluxDB. You choose whatever you want to, visualize. You can choose whatever metric you want to visualize.
Sir, so first thing, we will be running the JMeter with the backend listener and giving the measurement name over here.
Right.
So that will push the data into InfluxDB. From
Correct.
there, we'll be the fetching into this Grafana.
Correct.
Okay.
Sir, so if we want to use Grafana for monitoring, then this InfluxDB is mandatory.
Compulsory. Yes. And InfluxDB, there are other time series database also. You can choose, go to Grafana once, Amar. Go to Grafana homepage. It supports not only like, close this. Go to homepage. Yeah. Click on add your first data source. Click on data source.
Yes, sir.
Add new connection. Data sources. On the left side navigator, you have data sources, right? This one.
Yeah. Okay.
So see, it not only supports, it not only supports InfluxDB. So it supports, lot of, wait, let me create another dashboard. Okay. Add your first data source. This is completed. Yeah. See here, it not only supports InfluxDB, it supports Graphite, it supports Prometheus, it supports OpenTSDB, Grafana supports OpenTSDB, Loki, Elasticsearch. All these time series database are supported.
So itself, it's something like a open source tool which can be used for everything.
Yes.
Okay.
MySQL also. You can add MySQL also as a data source. Microsoft SQL, PostgreSQL. So basically you can get the data from any database and you can visualize it in Grafana. You see how many databases does it support? Data sources, we should call them as data sources.
Yeah.
MongoDB, Jira, GitLab, because all these are not databases, right? That's why they are calling it as data source, the source from which you are getting the data. right? See, these are all not, see, couple of these are not databases. Jira is not a database, or Dynatrace is not a database. That is why they're calling it as data source. Okay, Dynatrace is not a database, it is an APM tool. So, but you can integrate Grafana with all these. See, they have listed out here time series databases and then logging and document databases, right? Logging and document databases are Loki, Elasticsearch, and all this. And then you have distributed tracing. I don't know what is the distributed tracing, but SQL databases like MySQL, Microsoft PostgreSQL, and cloud databases like Azure Monitor, CloudWatch, Google Cloud Monitoring, all those. These are the various data sources that Grafana supports. Okay.
Sir, you said that dbeaver is there, which is universal DB, right? Hello?
dbeaver.
Yeah. So which contains that MySQL, MongoDB, everything, all databases, right? In the single dbeaver. So
Yes.
that we cannot integrate here. Like that is something different or like data.
That is a database tool to run the queries. We cannot create dashboards and all with that.
Okay.
That is a tool to run the DB queries.
Okay.
Right? dbeaver, DB visualizer are database tools to run the database queries.
Okay.
That is different. Okay. Any other queries, guys, before we close today's session? Thanks, Aman. So it went fine, session went fine without any issues. Right?
Sir, we like I mean like I'm confused with how to read the data, sir. Can we discuss it tomorrow?
What is it? How to
read the data? Like, for example,
How
I'm
to
a bit
analyze
confused.
the
Yeah,
graph.
analyze the
see,
graphs and all.
ignore this. Okay, go to Grafana dashboard. We'll discuss there. So once you go to your dashboards, so basically, like you can see like how, see, let me clear the annotations first. 1 second. So you can see that how are the response times here? They are below 1.5 second. Agree? Or 1.6 second.
Yeah, yes, sir.
Average
Below
response times are
1.6.
below 1.5 second.
Mm-hmm.
Can you please zoom in a bit? The font is very small for me at least.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So average response times are below 1.1.5 second. 90th percentile values are also below 1.6 seconds. Right?
Mm-hmm.
That is how we read the data. That is how we interpret the data.
Okay.
Suppose
Got
if
it.
any transaction is showing high response time, you'll see that graph.
That's
You'll
it,
see a
sir.
spike in that.
Okay. So basically, we'll know about all. I mean, like, what are the required metrics we have? Will be which is required for that particular thing.
Right. Suppose if you want to see the error count, you need to create a panel. You need to add a panel and you need to get the corresponding query, Flux query, right? So and like you can create one graph for that for error count.
So as Pranjali asked, I think this is the question she's asking. Like again, if we go here and again we need to create any sort of things from here again, sir, or else like
no, nothing.
From here only.
From here only you can get those.
Okay. From here only, just in place of field.
Yes.
Okay.
In the field you give like error count if you want to see the error count.
Got it.
Add one more panel. You can add any number of panels. To the same dashboard, you can add any number of panels or graphs.
Okay. Got it.
So add panel, you have an option to add a panel, right?
Used to have
plus icons.
Yeah, this one, sir.
Yes.
Not new dashboard. No, not new dashboard. Right click on the dashboard. On the dashboard itself, you can right click with.
Yes, sir.
Save image. No. You share inspect more. Click on more. Copy. No, not there. 1 second. Edit. Enter edit mode. Not this one. So new dashboard, import dashboard, alert load.
But this is a copied one. That is why these options are changed.
No, this is the original dashboard, right? That we created.
Yes, sir, original one.
The one that we created. You will have an option to add a panel. Right click. No.
No, sir. While importing it, it said that overriding. So now both are overridden.
Right, correct.
Okay.
Yeah, we added a panel already, right? So
Right,
you
sir.
you can add any number of panels if you see that original dashboard, or you can start from scratch.
Okay.
Okay. So simply like select new dashboard, and add visualization, and select this, and then if you are let's say this is for AVG response time. I'll add couple of panels first. Okay, average response time, and then you'll have an option to first let me save this dashboard. New dashboard, I'll give it as new dashboard only. Let it be like that, and you can add any number of panels over here. Okay, so how to add? Second. To dashboard. So dashboard.
I think plus icon now it will show, sir.
New dashboard. It is showing only new dashboard option. Go to new dashboard. Once you go to new dashboard, here you will get add visualization. Yes. Got it. So
So
here,
for this,
you will give some other name to this. Again, you go to
okay.
new dashboard and, add a panel,
Yeah.
add visualization. So in this way, you can add multiple panels.
Okay. So only for the master thing only we can add the visualization, sir, or it's like because we previously we have used share one, so it didn't work for us.
Yes. Original dashboard, you can add panels to the original dashboard. I
Only
think.
master dashboard. Okay. Got it. Got it.
So you can add any number of panels, and you can add what you can choose one metric for each panel, whatever you want to monitor.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Hmm.
Sir,
So according to the SLA, if the time is crossing, I mean, the metrics are crossing the SLAs, then we can consider that as a error, right?
Yes.
Okay.
There is some new alert rule also is there. Observe here, new alert rule. What do you want to save dashboard? So you can set a new alert rule. Maybe this will help you to test a dashboard on that. So like usually this alert and unte, like you can set some alert, like if response time is more than you can give some alert name, and you can set a alert condition, define query and alert condition. And if response times are more than 4 seconds or 5 seconds, it will send an alert to the person that you had chosen here. Okay.
So are these like assertions in JMeter, sir? Like save?
What is that?
Is it like, I mean, conditions like assertions in the JMeter, right?
No.
No.
Suppose if your response times are, suppose you are doing live monitoring, right?
Yes.
Let's say, like one of the transaction response time has breached the SLA, then you can set an alert, and you can, trigger that alert.
Okay, sir, understood.
That's what I am believing. This alert, create alert rule and save rule. And I did not try this before, but enter a name to
below we can see alert conditions. I think we have to give the sample query, whatever it is, and then we have to give when last of the query is above something.
You can configure alert messages and notifications. But how exactly? I did not try this, guys. I didn't try this anytime before. Preview alert rule condition. Fast. Mean of query is above some. I think you can give that SLA here. And mean of query. What is query? I need to explore it. I know I'm not sure, like what are these alerts all about. I need to explore that. Okay.
Okay.
And there is a lot of documentation available, right? So you can go through the documentation, like again, like we will not go further in depth on this. So if you want to explore, go through the documentation and you can explore this. Okay.
Yeah.
So this is how you integrate JMeter with InfluxDB Grafana, and in the next session we will see Elasticsearch, or we'll discuss like what is the which is, as we already discussed it, right? We had two options for doing live monitoring of the test results, right? If you remember, like there are two options to do live monitoring of the test results, and I told that this is one option and the other one is Elasticsearch, right? So Elasticsearch, will you try it? Please try that on your own. Okay. So I have provided like with the detailed screenshots, or else first complete this. First try this InfluxDB Grafana, then we'll see that. We'll discuss that. So there are two options. Out of these two options, which one is better? And the second one is the better one. Elasticsearch option is the best one, because basically, when you with this first approach, right? We need a backend listener to push the results to InfluxDB, isn't it? In this first approach.
Right,
In the
sir.
first approach, we need to add a backend listener to JMeter to push the test results. That will be a overhead on JMeter. JMeter is already resource intensive, so it consumes more CPU and more memory. Now what is this? So this backend listener adds some overhead to JMeter. You understand, guys?
Yes, sir. It will take more load.
Hmm.
Yeah.
So like but when you use the second approach, which is Elkstack, we will use something called file beater that will pull the results from JMeter. There will be no overhead on JMeter in this case. Whether you use Logstash or FileBeat, they will pull the results from JMeter to Elasticsearch, and they will store in Elasticsearch. And using Kibana, you can visualize those results. Kibana is just like Grafana. Kibana is just like Grafana.
Grafana.
Okay, I'll put it at the last. And what is this Telegraph? Telegraph, see, in today's session, we saw the client-side metrics, isn't it? We just saw client-side metrics. Is average response time, hits per second, throughput, or that percentile. These are all client-side metrics, isn't it? Now, where does this Telegraph come into picture is, if you want to monitor the server-side metrics, then we install Telegraph on each server, web server, app server, DB server, and we will store those results into InfluxDB. And again, we create some dashboards for those server-side metrics, just like how we did today. Okay, so Telegraph is for server-side metrics, and JMeter will give you client-side metrics. So you don't need any other additional tool, but we store all the results into whether server-side metrics or client-side metrics. We'll store into InfluxDB, and we will visualize with the help of Grafana here in this combination. Whereas in this combination, we store the results into Elasticsearch, and we visualize those results in Kibana. So Grafana and Kibana, those are, sound similar, right? You can remember in that way. So Kibana is a visualization suite. If you are using Elkstack, they prefer Kibana. Kibana is the preferred visualization tool. Okay. So we'll stop it here, guys, for today. We'll continue tomorrow.
Sir, you said you'll be sharing this PPTs, client and metrics thing and all.
Yes, yeah, I'll share it.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.